Training your mind is a sport. The Sports Wolves motto, training your mind is a sport, is a great way to view your personal development and mental health journey.
Wolftelligence!
Welcome back to the podcast. My name is R.E., and on this episode, Training Your Mind is a Sport, Sports Wolves. This episode will be brought to you by Sports Wolves. Training your mind is a sport, and this is a concept that I discovered while writing my first book, my first poetry book, You Know Who You Are, Wolftelligence Volume 1. If you want to get this book for free as an ebook, you can just DM me, or you can probably find it on Amazon for free. And I'm going to read this poem. This is a poem in my first book, Training Your Mind is a Sport, or Sports Wolves, parentheses, Training Your Mind is a Sport. And then I'm going to talk about it just for a little. Sports Wolves. Training your mind is a sport. Your mind can be hell or a heavenly resort. You choose. Where do you choose to reside? Do you spend time training your mind? Do you dig deep to find your inner gold mine? Wherever you are on Mount Dream, you can turn the situation positive. Cast spells through mental alchemy. Transmute emotional coal into gold. Mental alchemy makes you whole. Selflessly train the mind. Recover your divine shine. Mine your inner gold mine like it is a sport. Sports Wolves. Training your mind is a sport. Train your mind to shine, one rhyme at a time. Spell by spell, potion by potion, with patience and consistency, play the long game, infinity. Emotional magicians practice mental alchemy. They train their mind to shine. They train their mind to shine. Sports Wolves. Training your mind is a sport. And I really love that. I really love discovering that concept because my initial business was the Sports Wolves, but it had nothing to do with training your mind originally. And I just love how I morphed the concept into it to make it more in line with the Wolftelligence brand, which is the obviously making it fun to learn about mental health, emotional intelligence, and self-love. And the training your mind as a sport aspect, the mining your gold mine, which is another podcast that I just started, they have really great synergy. They come together. And that's all it is. Training your mind is a sport. We are training our minds every single day, whether we're doing things like meditation, cold showers, pushing our comfort zone, journaling, doing art. Anything that you're going to be doing is training your mind. If you're in school, learning to study, learning to think, everything that you do is training your mind. So how do you choose to train your mind? And the ways that I choose to train my mind is by teaching these concepts, by making content, by trying to explain these topics to other people, because the more you try to explain and teach other people, you're also teaching yourself. The best way to learn something is to teach it to somebody else. So by training my mind like it's a sport and teaching other people to do it, I'm then training my mind even more. And one of the things that people always like to compare meditation to kind of taking your mind to the gym, and I would agree with this comparison 100%. Just meditating for 5 minutes a day is like taking your mind to the gym. So how do you choose to train your mind? Sports Wolves, training your mind is a sport.